I've had this question about where does our curiosity come from, and I watched many documents, TED Talks, and even read articles over my summer related to the subject. But neither of the sources had a concrete answer of proof of where does it come from. Curiosity means the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. While doing research about human creativity, I began to question, are we born with it, or is it a skill we learn as we grow older? Some of the people who have done research on creativity came up with their own ideas of how creativity begins. One of those ideas came from Amy Tan that made a TED Talk titled, "Where Does Creativity Hide?" And in her TED Talk, she explained how her creativity comes from sentimental reasons. I realized that many of us can relate, and what I mean by this is when we possess something that means so much to us and is very important, we don't throw it away because we are still attached to it. Instead, some of us, we create something useful out of the same material of the possession we hold, so it could still have the same sentimental attachments that we have to it. For example, when I scrolled through Facebook, I came across this post of a mother creating scrunchies using the same material of her daughter's first blanket and outfit when she was a newborn. Or when artists are emotional and they create their paintings, sketches, and art based on how they feel. An author writes a book based on her life experience, whether they are happy or sad or traumatic. Or even a couple that creates something special and unique to give to their partners on a special day or event. Another idea of where does our creativity come from is based on our own preference, such as how we build our dream home using our own unique designs, or clothing that different designers came up with, because not all clothing are the same. Makeup artists that use their own unique technique because their makeup looks aren't the same as what other makeup artists would create. Or even inside our homes, we decorate how we prefer our homes to look like from within. We use creativity every day, and we don't really think about it that much because it became so common. Creativity is a skill we enhance within ourselves. In my opinion, creativity comes from something we are passionate about that motivates us to do so many unique ways, techniques, designs, fashion, etc. Creativity improves every day from the old ages with no technology, no buildings, and no electricity, to the modern days, which is today with new efficient ways to help the environment become better and improve in our everyday lives. And advanced technology that technicians keep improving up to date. Sometimes creativity comes from some things that are necessary for us to live, such as in the old ages, people didn't have a safe place to stay at from wild animals, so instead they created their homes, a home to protect themselves or families. And in order to cook, they had to think of a way to heat up their meals, so they created fire. Creativity evolves from one idea to another, which improves the original idea into making something extraordinary. When using creativity, we are motivated to think outside our box, to create something new that maybe has never been invented before. We have no idea how the future is going to be, but one thing we do know is how to keep improving. Facts were once curious questions that people had before having proof in order to prove that they were facts.